You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips. I'm Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a
part,
good
you
point.
know? Yeah, you're great. I forgot how we did it.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You are great.
You're great.
You're great. We almost forgot how this podcast works.
Yeah, well,
That's how
that only happens every third episode anyways.
we're only giving the old razzle dazzle right now.
Always. Welcome to the Hug Life Podcast. I'm Mike Keto Pizza Coletta.
And I am Monica on the ramparts, Nevi.
Ooh, that's good.
Because you have a castle. It's a rampart.
Is that what that means?
That's like the part of the castle that goes around the outside with the little crossy, uppy, downy parts, little bumpy parts.
The ramparts.
On the ramparts.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that because you like castles. You're a big castle fan.
Yeah, we're here to just learn, everybody.
Let's talk about castles, baby. Specifically the parts of them.
All right. Well, this is our podcast, and it's wonderful, and it's positive, and it's great. Okay, welcome. Welcome, everybody. I have shows coming up. This week, I will be at the Spokane Comedy Club opening for Sarah Colonna Thursday through
Great comedian.
Saturday. It's going to be a good time. And then Sunday, I am on a virtual show for the Jill and Off podcast. Former guest of the show, Christina Walkinshaw, puts it on.
Who we love.
And that'll be online, so if you're not in Spokane, you can still see me this weekend if you want to. And then next week, I will be in Lewiston, Idaho, and Kalispell, Montana, with Cameron Mazuka. So
With Cammy Zooks.
yep. So if you're over
We sure do love Cammy
that
Zooks
area,
here.
I'm coming. Doing live person shows. Live person shows.
I would say we're a pro Cammy Zooks podcast. What do you think?
Yes.
Like pretty strong?
I would agree. There are other people we're on the fence about. But not him, not Cameron.
There are other
or
people
Christina.
that claim to be pro Cammy Zooks podcasts, but they're not as Cammy Zooks as we are. Yeah, I said it.
He's ready to start fights.
I'm ready to start
Yeah,
all sorts of fights.
fired up
Fights that
from-
claim to be Cammy Zooks podcast.
Fired up from Facebook drama. You ready to fight anybody?
You know what I mean, I'm just getting conflictatory. Sure, making up words. Feeling good.
Conflictatory. He's very conflictatory. Don't
Oh, man,
let Mike drink whiskey. He gets conflictatory.
I get conflictatory. I'm all out of whiskey. I ran out. Yeah, it's kind of a hot bummer right now. I also don't have mixers though anyway, so I'm just being a sober Sally. But I did want to, I might do shows again soon because I got my first vaccine.
Oh, you already
dose.
got the first one? Nice.
Mhm,
Well,
got it on
when
Saturday.
are you supposed to get the second one?
I am now scheduled to get my second one as of today on March 25th. So that means by early to mid-April, I will be fully vaccinated and I am going to do shows again.
Well,
I was waiting until I was
We
fully
can talk
vaccinated.
about it.
You got to do like 2 week clear time
We
after.
can talk about it later, but I do have a early mid-ish April that I need someone for if you are up for it.
Well, I mean, we should just do it right now. Let's change this podcast to scheduling
Yes.
podcast.
Are you
and
available
we just talk about
April
scheduling.
9th and 10th? To go to
April
Coeur
9th and
d'Alene.
10th? That's the day before my birthday.
You want to be in Coeur d'Alene for your birthday? Or driving back from Coeur d'Alene
Does
for your
anyone?
birthday?
Roasted. Oh man. Yeah, I don't have shows though coming up, but you know what you can do if you want to pretend like I'm at a show? You could rate and review and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, or you could just continue to listen to our voices, or just like a show, you listen to our voice, then you give us $10 on Patreon, patreon.com/huglifepodcast. It's like you're buying merch. Perfect. It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same experience.
And you can do it once and you can just drop it and never pay it again. We don't care. We have no qualms about prices.
This is just like a show because Mike's also bad at pitching his merch in real life.
I'm
as
so
well.
bad at pitching merch. I'm so bad
You're
at
like,
it. You know what I haven't missed?
I have
that.
these for sale, but don't buy them. That's what it feels like.
That's what it feels like when I pitch merch. Because I think it's weird. I don't know why being a salesman feels so weird to me.
I mean, it is something that we don't want to do. You know, that's why we're a comedian. But then you have sales is in all parts of life.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Life is sales. Sales is life.
Speaking of buying stuff, if you like art, studiododge.com. Danny Dodge, wonderful artist, will do commissioned stuff, or there's some other prints and stickers and lots of cool stuff that you can order from her. studiododge.com.
studiododge.com.
Or you can buy shit on Amazon like every other person.
Oh, yeah. And you can go to huglifepodcast.com or monicaandevy.com and click on the banner and shop as you normally would.
Yep. Then we get that's helpful. It's helpful.
That's the way you do it.
They can't see.
That's right.
All right.
Monica's shimmying. You can't see right now, but she danced for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what else you can do?
Oh, yeah. What else?
Go to our Instagram.
Oh, yeah, duh. Hug Life Podcast, at Hug Life Podcast, excuse me. I've been doing more food lately in the stories. More delicious
I love
foods.
that.
Yeah.
You know I'm
Maybe
into
I'll do
it.
that on the feed. Food on the feed.
I am just going to bed at night, laying my head on my pillow and dreaming of carbs. Just dreaming of carbs.
Do you want a keto update real quick?
Keto update. I'm 12 pounds down.
Nice. You found a keto pizza, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm actually doing pretty good. I actually don't crave it. Like, I'm not having as bad a cravings as I did last time. One, because I've done it already. But two, I've discovered, and this kind of goes right into lexical embraces. Is that all right?
Yeah, of course.
I would like to lexically embrace low-carb tortillas.
Okay.
Because
I feel like
they are
heard about
a
this,
game changer.
but that's fine.
Breakfast burrito in the morning, leftover fajitas for lunch.
Are there any sorts of low-carb breads? Or are they just cardboard?
They're all terrible.
Okay.
Franz tried to make some keto bread, and it was almost like a cracker, is how I would describe it when you toast it. It was not good. It's like, okay, just out of the bag, like soft, it's okay.
Right.
But the minute you toast that thing, it becomes a saltine.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. Yeah, it's weird. So the low-carb tortillas, though, can't even really tell the difference between that and normal tortillas.
Well, yeah.
They just taste like flour tortillas. And if you put them on in a pan on the stove for a bit and get them a little crispy, you really can't tell the difference.
Nice. Well, there you go. There's your hot keto tip of the week.
Hot keto tips. Yeah, girl.
So what is this keto pizza crust made out of?
Oh, there is no crust. It's just toppings, cheese, and sauce. So what I do is I order the keto pizza from
casserole?
Papa Murphy's.
How is that different?
But I put it on vegetables. Like, I cook my own vegetables at home and I
see.
put
So
it over
you
vegetables.
mix it together. That's so funny.
Yeah,
Keto
so I will go
pizza is
tonight,
just
cook some broccoli, and then put it on the broccoli.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And it just makes it have like a nice sauce for the broccoli is what it tastes
We're doing
like.
broccoli.
It's really good
this
broccoli
evening
sauce.
as well. Can I?
I fucking love broccoli.
Again, I know you've brought up the tortillas before, so maybe I have brought this up in recent days as well, but whatever. Couscous. Have we talked about this? I feel like I brought it up.
We have talked about
Yeah.
couscous, but I feel like this podcast doesn't spend enough time on the things we really love. So let's talk more about couscous.
It's just, okay, first of all, it's like tiny pasta balls, kind of. It's like toasted
It's fun.
pasta is what it is. But it's...
They're like beads.
Yeah.
I think they're really fun.
Yeah, so if you like the tapioca, some people hate that texture. I like it, but people get bubble tea or whatever, and that's like the same thing. You're like, I like balls. That's what it is. It's pasta balls.
It's like Dippin' Dots, but pasta. It's the
Yes.
pasta of the future.
It's pasta dots, and it's great. That's good. Dippin' Dots.
You get it at
but
Mariners
pasta.
games. You eat it, and you're always
It
disappointed
comes in
because
a
you don't remember it
pouch,
being that.
a Capri Sun pouch full of couscous.
How would you feel, real quick, if they replaced every single Dippin' Dots stand with a couscous stand?
I would feel incredible. That would be, I would leave my home more. I would order
I
it.
feel like we would have a lot less disappointed children in our lives.
A lot less or more?
Less, because Dippin' Dots, I feel like even children get it, and they're like, oh yeah, I want it so bad. And then they're like, what is this shit?
I love
You
Dippin'
know?
Dots, though. I really did.
I still order it when I go to Mariners games.
Here, how about an allergy update? Well, first of all, we had it at Sky High where I worked, but we had like these pouches, so you could just buy them that way and then eat it out of there. And then a couple times they melted and then refroze, and so we got to just eat them. That was great.
Ooh.
Pre-allergy, obviously, but maybe. Anyways, second lexical embrace would be making whatever, figuring out how to make something well that you can't have anymore, or if you're on a diet, keto, whatever. You seem to be figuring out some new ways to deal with that differently than you did when we were in Los Angeles. You know, you got some new stuff going on. But for me, we got Vitamix.
Ooh.
And
you smoothieing?
No, Aaron made me ice cream. And it's like fucking, it tastes, because the birthday cake ice cream from Cold Stone's like my favorite.
I love that shit.
Tastes
That's
just
so good.
like it. And it's like amazing. We used coconut milk, but it doesn't taste like coconut at all because I don't really like coconut. And it's like, so it's like still creamy. It's like perfect. So every night after dinner, I've just been scooping at it and I'm like, this is for me and me only. You can't have any.
Yeah, because Aaron can go get regular ice cream.
Right, they can have regular ice cream.
When I worked at Cold Stone, we would get a free like it size every 4-hour shift. And every time I would get birthday cake,
it's so
ice
good.
cream, and I'd throw Reese's in it, and I would just be the happiest boy.
That's
in
nice.
the whole wide world.
I put gummy bears in there.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
That was a birthday cake with gummy bears, which is funny because I'm not really that much of a sweets person, but that delicious.
Other combo, you ready?
Yeah.
This is a life pro tip from someone that worked there. Cold Stone mint with cookie dough.
Okay.
Mint ice cream with the cookie dough they have there. It just fucking works.
Nice. Now I'm feeling like, somebody gave us an engagement gift that was like this fancy box that they send you, and they had their cookie dough bites, you know, like you've seen those before, that are like covered in chocolates. Then they got me not the same box, but another box from the same place. I should figure out what it's called. And they had cupcake bites, like little cake bites that were like little dots, like in a thing. What if you put those in the ice cream? That would be good.
That would be real good. We gotta stop talking about this. It's too good. It's too good. Oh man! Now I'm really excited to eat my keto pizza.
Very food centric. Well, Lexical embrace to everybody that's out there getting their vaccines. One, because good for you. I'm glad you're able to get it. But two, get them so then we can move on to the next group, you know?
Yeah, no, you should get, if you're available, I'm like, if you're allowed, if you're eligible, get it. The minute they told me I was eligible, I had an appointment 3 days later.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta do it because then you're actively helping. And I mean, you just feel like, I feel better knowing I'm safe. And I've had the first one and all I had was a sore arm. And I got the Pfizer one, and I feel fine. Okay. I know that the second shot is the one where you usually feel sick a little bit. So I'll do a report on the podcast after I get that.
Did your mom get hers?
She did. And she told me the same thing, like sore arm after the first one. The second one, she felt kind of tired.
Yeah. My mom said she was tired. My grandparents, who were actually pretty worried about the second one, just also said they were tired. And that was it. So there's 4 fully vaccinated people in my family now, because my aunt got it first, actually, because she's a dental hygienist. And then my grandparents, and then my mom just got hers on Friday, her second one.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're on our way to being able to
she's technically got to wait
be
2
around
weeks.
each other.
Yeah. Well, after 2 weeks, then she's good.
Yeah, I mean, we still won't probably do stuff because of, I'm traveling now.
So I get my second shot on the 25th. That means on April 8th, I'm officially good.
The day before that show.
Yeah, there you go.
I will probably I'll be last, literally last in line. But I will fly for the first time Thursday in over a year. So I'm a little nervous about
Where
that.
are you flying?
Just to Spokane, but
where the players play?
Yeah. But then, in April, I actually have 4 flights. So those will be longer too. We'll see.
Are you flying to Coeur d'Alene?
I'm not flying to Coeur d'Alene. I'm driving to Coeur d'Alene. But so this is too much information for anyone to know. But our intention was for Aaron to travel with me more, right? And then we go and say, okay, well, I'll drive to Spokane. You fly over on Friday. So you only have to take 1 day off. And then, and then her job has a policy, though, where you can't fly or leave the state without quarantining for 10 days without pay. So there goes our plan for traveling more, at least right now. And now I'm flying and she's driving, which is silly because we're still going to be around each other, but whatever. And then we have to stay in the state. So basically we're like, well, we have to do this now because then we won't be able to for the next 2 months of me traveling because all of those are out of state or flights. So That's why I'm flying to Spokane instead of driving, but it's just, and then I'll drive back. But so I would have driven probably. So for Coeur d'Alene, I'll drive.
Coeur d'Alene,
Now you guys
that's not
know
far
my
from Spokane.
travel
That's like an hour, right?
It's 40 minutes. So you'd fly into Spokane probably.
Oh, I don't mind driving. I love driving.
Yeah, it's not bad. Well, then the weekend after, I'm like 5.5 to Lewiston, then from Lewiston to Kalispell is another 5.5. Then back from there is like 8. It's going to be a trip.
Big old trips.
Yeah.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Mike.
Do you have a top 5 today, or can we just talk about whatever?
Well, I do have a top 5 that it's kind of on the topic of what we were talking about.
Then let's do the top 5 first, and then talk about whatever.
Okay. So in reference to vaccines, which apparently you've already had some experience with this specific one.
Yes, I had a needle in my arm, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Worst other ways to get a vaccine.
Okay.
So,
okay. Why this is good that I'm having
why
it
would
done
you
this
prefer?
particular
Yeah,
way.
why would you prefer instead of a shot in your arm to get a vaccine this
Does
way?
this get involve my butt?
Oh yeah, eventually, yes.
Oh, okay, that's what I figured.
Okay, so your first one is that it has to go in up your nose. Like you've seen the tests at this point. It's kind of like that. Like they got to poke all the way up your nose hole.
I mean, it would give you an excuse to pick your nose, so that's cool in a way. You know. Also, I consider it training for cocaine.
Cocaine train.
It's cocaine training. That's my reason. That's my top 5.
Nice.
Official, put it in the books. Cocaine
You want to know what
training.
you're doing when you start to do cocaine.
I'm getting vaccinated, and I'm also training for my nasty cocaine habit.
That surely will come after the vaccine.
Also, I feel like it could clean your sinuses too. That's another reason.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, well then you already brought it up, so we'll just go to anally. You got to put it in your beehole.
Put it in my beehole. Well, maybe I discover a fetish I had that I never knew. You know, if you have hundreds of thousands of people getting something put in their butt for vaccinations, like we're a pro-sex podcast, maybe you enjoy it.
Yes, people say that about us.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And how maybe you're a little afraid to ask
The old reverse poop.
your lover to put anything in there, and you're like, fine.
Like, hey, baby, will you vaccinate me?
It's our anniversary. Does that mean I can get vaccinated?
It's so ridiculous. I should also mention my butt is a no-fly zone. I'm pretty abundantly clear about that.
You know me too, and I
think if
always
they were
feel like saying that is offensive to people who would want stuff in their butt, but also it's like, I guess the only person I really need to say that to is your partner, right? You're just like, just so you know.
I mean, I'm afraid after a show one day someone's going to goose me because I think I enjoy it. So
Yeah, based on your set.
that's a dark
probably
fear
needs
in the
a
back of my
finger in
mind.
his butt. The finger in the back of your mind?
Yeah, like there's a goose in the back of my mind that I'm afraid is going to happen. If I say a joke about putting a vaccine in my butt on a podcast, I'm going to be at a show 2 years from now, and a lady's just going to be like, whoop, and I'll be like, ah! I'm not going to be ready for it.
That would be our fans running around just being like, I'm vaccinating tonight, just poking everybody in the beehole.
Yeah, I do not.
Can't
I
do
mean,
that.
a goose can ruin your day, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So what we did the beehole. Okay. Well, then let's go front here. What if you had to put it into your wiener?
Into my urethra.
Yeah, I had to go straight in the hole.
You know, okay, so I think, isn't it a thing, Monica's cracking herself up, by the way,
Just
for
the
people
idea.
not paying attention to this. Monica said it has to go in the hole, and then she started cry
I
laughing
think
for a second.
as the grand scheme of how dramatic this whole fucking thing has been, you know, with like, vaccines, are they microchipping us? You don't do it, don't do it. What if they were like, everyone needs this vaccine, but we do have to put it right into your dick hole?
Okay, so here's my thought. I know as a man, I'm lucky because I don't get urinary tract infections as often because I have a long, curvy urethra. Okay?
Curvy.
Yep. In my mind, it's like one of those twirly
One of
straws
those
you used
crazy
to get.
straws.
as a
That
kid.
is also what I
Yeah.
think everyone was imagining. So.
Yeah. So I think I would then be able to sympathize with women when they get UTIs.
Okay. I have heard that passing a kidney stone for a man is a similar pain level to childbirth.
Kidney stone training. There it is.
We're all just here to train.
We're all just here to train our bodies.
Not that you need to. Well, and it kind of sucks. At the end of birth, you get a baby. You did that on purpose. At the end of passing a kidney stone, you just hope there's not another one.
Yeah, you really do. That's like a diet thing. It was hereditary also, I think.
Yeah,
right?
It is a
Kidney
diet thing.
stones?
So it's just fat buildup in your. I mean, it's calcium, but it's in your kidney or liver.
Ouchie, wawa.
I think kidney makes sense. Anyways, gallstones. I don't know the difference. Kidney stone, gallstone, whatever.
I'm trying to think right now. I think everything that goes in your urethra wants to come out one way. So it would be very hard to get
Are
that
there
to go
things
in.
that you put into your pee hole?
A catheter, if you...
I mean, nobody wants to
medically,
do that,
but no. Normally, you don't put anything in there, as far as I'm aware. Guy or girl. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to get any stuff in... Yeah, that's how you get infections, too.
Yeah, if there's one solid piece of advice I can give to everyone in this podcast is don't put anything up your urethra.
Don't put anything out of your pee hole. Yeah, you do want to be sex positive with anyone who's looking to experiment, but just on the safe side, don't put stuff in your pee hole. Also, careful with what you put in your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Careful with the pee hole. Careful with the bee hole. That's what we always say.
It's true. Just ask questions. That's what I,
Consult your doctor.
It's just, this is too personal of a cast already, I feel like, but I jokingly say stuff all the time because I feel like you want to put it out there to be like, if that is something that you would like to do, then I love you enough to do those things. It's never a yes. And she always looks at me like I'm fucking insane. But I'm just like, I just don't want you to feel like if there's something you want to do, you can tell me, or, we'll make it work. I don't want that. She very clearly does not. But I just, I'm a team player.
You're like, if you want me to dress up like the Grinch, I'll do it. I don't need to.
And then she's like,
I
do you
kinda
want to
want to
dress up
do
like
it.
the Grinch? I'm like, yes. Exactly.
In my mind, I was trying to think about when we were in LA and I would make jokes and be like, because you would always mention that, is it Tyson Beckford, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's the hot man crush, right? So I would always be like, you can have sex with him, but you have to peg him.
And I do think that's what I was like. I mean, if that's what he wanted, then that's fine.
Yeah, that was the same answer. Yeah, it's like that. If that's what he wanted, then yes.
Okay, what if they had to put a shot in your eye?
Oh, man. You just said, well, honestly, wearing contacts my whole life, it's really not, my eye is not that bad for me. The good news, okay, this is where my brain instantly goes. I would think that maybe on the off chance I'd get superpowers, just maybe like one laser eye, like just one.
Just one?
Just the old right one. It's like the right one's Cyclops, the left one's normal.
Do you think he's flirting with you? If he winks, he's going to shoot you.
If he winks, he's going to blast you in the face with an eye laser, but just one. Just one.
The eye laser. Okay. All right. This is a personal experience, and I feel like this is why I'm thinking of this, but most people don't know what this is like, I hope at least. What if they had to put it in your spine? Because when I had my skin cancer removed back there, one of them's really close, and so they had to like put the anesthetic in there, and it was like horrific compared to the other places that I had to like be numbed.
It like hurts really bad.
Like it was just so close, and it wasn't even like obviously directly into my spine. It was just very close to it, and it's like it was tough. It hurt. So
I would say the reason why it would be good might be the like same thing you just mentioned with like, are you tough? Like once you get through a tough experience like that, you feel good about anything,
Yeah.
So in
or
a
you
way,
stop going to the doctor.
that would be a preferred method because you'd be super tough afterward.
Okay, yeah, and then you can just say it like, oh yeah, they had to give me a shot in the spine, not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I talk about it.
Nailed it.
You did very good. A lot of training. You're going to be really good at drugs and butt stuff.
Mm-hmm. Drugs and butt stuff.
Or different sexual experimentation.
This is such a weird podcast already, and I love it. It's a weird a weird day. It's been a weird day for me in general. So this is not bad, but just very odd.
I had to go to 3 different stores trying to look for a non-dairy heavy cream. And none of them
Non-dairy heavy cream.
Yeah, none of
Is
them
that what
had.
you had to use, like coconut cream, essentially?
Well, that wasn't for the ice cream. It's for a different sauce. But yeah, it would be. But it's
Do they
like
make a non-dairy heavy cream? Heavy cream is like strictly a dairy thing because it's got such
well,
high
but
fat
they have
content.
non-dairy half and half and stuff like that, and like creamers. So that was in that section, and there was supposed to be one, but it wasn't there. And then I got some other, like whatever half and half style version of something. But it was. I went to a lot of fancy stores. Didn't have shit.
A lot of fancy stores.
But I got a snack at each place, so it worked out.
Wait, bury the lead. Tell me about these snacks right now.
There's a Metropolitan Market, which is fancy
Oh,
store.
good food.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're like deli section and stuff. Delicious. But they have these like antipasto little skewer things. So it's like salami, mozzarella that's got some stuff on it, tomato and olive on it, and then there's like 5 of them in a tray. Got one of those. Got a tea. Then I got a kale salad from Fred Meyer.
Classic Nevi. Classic Nevi.
Yes.
Med Market has like a prime rib day. That's like a good deal.
You
get a full prime rib dinner.
Their like butcher section is incredible. It had like all the fancy, prosciutto and porchetta and all that stuff, but they were like cutting it in front of you.
I would say for me, it goes Met Market and then PCC is like best grocery store
I
food.
could see that because Met Market's a little bit less vegan.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff at PCC is vegan, but
A lot of stuff at PCC is like you buy a chocolate cake and then you don't read the label all the way and then you get home and you're bamboozled.
yeah, and like everything that they make, which I prefer because I don't really like mayonnaise, but everything is like the veganese, which I actually like, but like they just use that. That's just like their default is like, we'll just make it vegan if we can,
I've been using so much sour cream. I've been eating so many things on a tortilla. It's bananas. Like, cause it just gives it a little extra oomph, to make it good.
Nice.
Like I feel like a breakfast burrito, because I was doing it wrong for a while. I was doing eggs and bacon in a tortilla, but no sauces. The minute I added sour cream and a little bit of salsa,
Oh, yeah.
it just raised the game infinitely.
yeah. I mean, 12 pounds, that's good. Well, I feel like that's quick.
It might even be more. I haven't weighed
Have you
myself in
been
a while. So
working out at all, or you just...
What? Sorry, I missed that.
Have you
What
been
at all?
working out at all, or you just changing
No,
the diet?
absolutely not. Still
I love
very
when
much
you
a slug.
Laugh when you say, no. You got your little video game workout?
No, I forgot about that. I stopped doing it, not even intentionally, and I just completely forgot about it. I need to do the little video game workout again.
Well, there you go. All right.
I just feel like I'm at a point where there's not enough time in the day. Like I work from 8 to 3, and then I get off work for an hour or two, and then I have class stuff,
Yeah.
and it's just I never have a break. So
I
haven't
do,
even been playing a lot of video games in general lately.
I do constantly feel like I don't know. I think I'm just bad at managing my time but I feel like I've run out of time when I'm like, I'm going to do all these things today, and then I just can't finish them.
Do you want to do this quiz real quick though?
Yeah.
So this is it says, want to know which Disney princess you truly embody? Just design your dream castle to find out.
Hell yeah. How haven't we done a castle one before?
So the first one is design the exterior of your castle. So the first castle has a giant lawn. The second one is straight up just the castle at Disneyland. The third one is a castle on the coast. And the fourth one is a castle on top of a mountain.
Okay.
What are you going to pick?
I'm going to pick the one on the coast because I really like the towers. That's kind of a thing here. And it's like
Monica, big fan of towers.
each corner has a little tower.
I'm going to go with the one on the hill because it just looks really cool.
It does look cool.
But Disneyland was a close second for churros. Okay, so choose a long hallway. So describe these hallways to me, Monica.
Okay, this one is very classic arch at the top. It looks Game of Thrones to me, very standard. This one's a little bit bigger. It's got a darker coloring to and it's more square. This one
there's columns separating parts of the hallway.
Yes.
Lines.
This one is very modern. It almost looks just like in movies when they're in a science building, you've been captured, you're in a science building.
Science building nails it.
It looks like that. This one, interesting. It's kind of, what are those called? You're the one who knows about. when they're crossed like that. What's that called?
You get truss? Is that
Yeah,
what it's
kind
called?
of.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's got like a dome more all the way down with like different crossing trusses, maybe.
It looks cool.
Yeah. All right. Which one do you like?
I think I'm going to go for the top right one, the one that has the pillars dividing the hallway in two.
That's a long hallway too.
I like it.
I'm gonna go with this, the more dome-like one, just because I like the coloring. Like, it's got good lighting.
Gotcha. Choose a staircase. So we got a plain old white spiral staircase, a weird purple, like kind of corkscrew, gets smaller and smaller spiral staircase, a big grand staircase coming down the side, and then your classic like one story up splits in half, and then the other two go up in the opposite direction.
Yeah, it looks like the
a
crown.
foyer. So what are you going with?
I'm gonna go with the black and white grand staircase because it looks like the Titanic.
Nice. I'm going to go with the one that's the spiral that's purple.
Okay.
Choose a bedroom.
Odd. This first one. Okay, this first one's got like it's kind of an orange floral thing with a wardrobe, and then I don't know if that's the bed or that just looks like a chair.
It's kind of like a chaise lounge.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I don't see a bed, but whatever. Well, I guess you don't in this other one too. Next one is huge, and it looks like it's almost like a theater stage, like a little theater stage area with the bed all the way tucked in the back, and then a fireplace, and it's gold, and it's fancy. Next one looks almost like just a little study. See, this could be up in a tower. But then it looks out over the what's it called in the middle?
Castle grounds? I don't know.
Yeah, what do you call it in the quad? Not the quad. The middle part.
It'll be in the quad, bro.
And then the last one almost looks like a fancy hotel or something. It's got a nice headboard, but then it goes out into a little garden area outside. But okay, I'm gonna go.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I don't like any of these bedrooms at all.
There are a lot. I'm gonna go with this simple one that looks out into the quad because
I'm gonna go with the one at the bottom right that just looks like a normal bedroom with a headboard and stuff.
It's just,
choose an extra
I don't
room,
need
a
a
game room, a
huge
library, an art gallery, or a home office.
Oh man, who has an art gallery?
I don't know. I also feel like you could just make the rest of the house the art gallery and put it in the hallways. That just looks like a hallway,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna go with the home office. I'm gonna be responsible. I want to go with the game room, but I'm not.
I'm going game room.
All right.
100%. Choose a castle garden. What do you think? Let's just describe the one we picked because we're running out of time.
I'm going to go with this one that has the fountain here. It's got like a gate and then a fountain in the middle and then bushes.
I'm going to go with the one with the wooden bridge that goes over the stream because that looks nice.
Cute.
Choose a location for your castle. Rome, Paris, Munich, or Amsterdam.
I feel like Amsterdam would be cool, but...
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Rome.
I'm going with Amsterdam because it's canals and stuff.
Yeah.
Finally, choose a companion. In your castle, a dog, a fish, a cat, or a hamster.
I mean...
I have to go cat. Everyone knows I go cat.
Right. I'm going to go dog. I mean, the fish can't go anywhere. The hamster would be kind of cool. But I'm going to go dog. Right. Oh, shit.
I got Aurora.
Oh, nice. Sleeping Beauty.
You like Aurora. You tend to keep to yourself and consider yourself shy. However, there's no denying your sophistication and kindness.
I got Cinderella.
Ooh.
You're like Cinderella. You're strong-willed and have a big heart. You always try to look on the bright side of life. Hug life. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Some good stuff right there.
Mm-hmm. You ready
really
for
good.
a charity?
Well, hey, Monica, that's the episode today.
Do you want a charity or no?
I do want a charity. What am I thinking?
All right. I got it's the Center for Health and Gender Equity. It's NDC. Anyways, they work to ensure that the health and population policies of international institutions promote women's reproductive and sexual health. Change is what they call themselves, just Change, because the Center for Health and Gender Equality.
Nice.
And it is, what an odd, sorry, the website is weird because it's sexual and reproductive health and rights for all. So it's srhrforall.org. There you go.
Excellent. Well, is there anything you want to say, listener, before we go?
Oh, I love you so much.